Siemanko, z tej strony Blisko. Tym razem mam dla Was 2 odcinki Solucji z gry Lucius. 6. odcinek będzie nosił tytuł Świąteczny poślizg. Jak sama nazwa wskazuje, poczujemy magię świąt. Z kolei w drugim odcinku pojawi się trochę erotyki. Zapraszam.
I know we've had our difficulties this year, but don't let that ruin our Christmas. As a family, we have each other. We should remember our friends and our faithful employees we have lost.
I'm not sure how you expect to win another term in the Senate with speeches like that.
Dad. Alistair, could you bring another bottle of Burgundy, please? And on your way, could you turn on the Christmas lights?
Certainly, sir.
Come on, everyone. It's Christmas. Let's eat and try to enjoy ourselves. What's taking Alistair so long? He should be here with us.
I think the lady of the house is losing it.
Okay,
show is good.
what could you do next?
Bloody
See if there's any dirty
parasites.
laundry around and take it to the laundry room. Remember, sort it in the right baskets. How is the food? Todo bien?
Now that you are here, everything is perfect.
If you play outside, be careful. The grounds can be very slippery.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's really nice of you to invite me to your Christmas dinner. I'm honored.
have been helping us through these hard times. Inviting you to dinner is the least I can
Hello, my boy.
What happened to the lights? All right, Lucius. How's my best mate today?
Mr. Wagner, this is Wayne Preston from the Herald. I wonder if I could ask you some questions about the recent deaths at Dante Manor.
This is a private line. How did you get this number?
5 deaths within a few months is quite a sensational story, Mr. Wagner. The public needs to know.
Winter Hill Police Department.
This is Senator Charles Wagner. Please put me through to Detective McGuffin. The press are closing in on this, Mr. McGuffin. I have an election coming up, and I can't let this get out of control.
I sympathize with you, Mr. Wagner. These journalist types are like vultures around every sad case I get. They just love tragedies. But what can we do? It's a free country.
I need to keep this out of the papers, Mr. McGuffin. We've had a run of bad luck. It's as simple as that. The stakes are high, and I'm under a lot of pressure to clear this up.
The pressure is on both of us. Your mess is making the precinct look like a joke, and my superiors are not going to take it lightly.
Yeah, well, you won't know the half of it unless you get this wrapped up.
Is that a threat, Mr. Wagner?
That's not something you want to find out. A couple of phone calls can do wonders.
Detective McGuffin. A word with you, please.
How did you get in here?
You're working the case here at the Wagner estate. I'd like to ask a few questions about the series of unusual deaths that have occurred over the last few months.
Now listen to me. You leave those people alone. They've had some bad luck is all. They're nice people, and they need space to get over their losses, okay? And if I find you anywhere near this house again, I'll run you in. You got it? I was almost ready to bring in the Latina maid. I was planning on searching her room, hoping to find a bottle of rat poison or a padlock. But suddenly, it was too late. Seems that Tom Wagner, brother of Charles, had an affair with 2 of the maids. I guess one of them found out and wasn't happy about it. Can't really figure out what they saw in that guy. I mean, he was mooching from his brother and doing God knows what in his dirty little film room. When we searched that room, it was a sick pervert's nest. I mean, they had a kid in that house. Little did I know about this kid.
Have you seen your Tio? Your Uncle Tom? If you see him, can you let him know that I need to talk to him? Hello, Lucius.
Are you all right, son?
Oh, hi, Lucius. If you have some spare time, you can search for my band's cassette. I would, but I have to wait until your father gets here. After all we've been through, isn't it nice to just relax and listen to some great music?
Hey, little dude, ever seen one of these?
You know, time passes a lot faster with music.
Are you all right, son?
And that's not all. Have you seen these drawings he made? This is really starting to concern me. Ah, Lucius, I'm just having a chat with your mother. It's just a little grown-up talk.
Morning, son. You need to be careful not to bother your Uncle Tom. He says that you really have been bothering him. You know how he likes his privacy. Grown-ups are talking now.
We'll continue our studies later.
Okay, what could you do next? See if there's any dirty laundry around and take it to the laundry room. Remember, sort it in the right baskets.
Hello there, boy. Everything seems to be going well. I know what's going on here. I know. I've seen the signs. Hello there, boy. Everything seems to be going well. I know what's going on here.
Are you all
I
right,
know.
son?
I've seen the signs.
Did you hear something?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Seen your uncle yet? Oh my God! How can he do this to me? Why? Oh, why? Oh, why?
It seems we found an obvious culprit in Miss Javita Munez. The missing padlock from the cooler, the rat poison. It almost seems too convenient.
Why are you telling me this? It's not like we were close or anything.
Well, we have a motive, too. Pictures of you and Susan Myers, and how should we put it delicately? Flagrante delicto. It seems your involvements with the staff are a little too tangled.
What? I knew nothing about this. You mean she did all this because I had a fling with Susan? Oh my God! What have I done?
Tom hasn't done anything. His indiscretions may have led to this, but he would never have put them up to it. There's no reason for it.
Look, this whole thing is a freaking mess, and I'm trying to put a cap on it. So both of you listen good. Javita was stealing from the house. She poisoned Agnes because she was onto her. We'll ignore all the indiscretions in the report for the sake of your family.
Whatever it takes, Detective. We want to put this all behind us. I'll straighten Tom out, but I don't think I'll be able to save my campaign at this point. The press will have a field day.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, Mr. Wagner. But they won't get a story from me. I'm just trying to make a living. We'd finally managed to close the case, or so I thought. Seems like she had been behind every death so far in the house, except the butler. It kept bothering me. Could that really be an accident? Every path we took on the case left me uneasy. Then, right on time, a month later, it happened again. It looked like another suicide. It might have been me who pushed him over the edge. And for that, I am ashamed.
Dzięki za uwagę. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku. Cześć.